So today we are going to give you a glimpse into our life as camp hosts and talk a little bit about what it's like working for a corporation as we travel full time.
Living on the road means redefining what going to work looks like. For us, that means balancing two very different worlds. PJ works for a medical device company traveling nationwide to whatever hospitals need him the most. Meanwhile, my office is right outside our RV door where I manage our home and help out as a camp host. All right, guys, so today is the perfect day to go over some of the things that we do as a camp host. So while it's not a ton of responsibilities, there are some key things that I do every single day just to keep the campground going. Included in that is every day our checkout time is 2 p.m. and it's my job to go around and make sure everyone is either packing up and getting ready to leave or have already left the site, and what that site looks like. And what I mean by that is the fire pit full? Does it need to be emptied? Is it full of ash or trash or anything like that? And then as well as there is a pink slip that you guys will see me take down that our park attendants or rangers just put up to remind everyone in the morning that their reservation is over if it's their time to leave. So I'll be collecting all those, making sure the fire pits are clean and making sure that the breakers are all turned off. It's not only cleaning up the sites that you have as a part of your duties. We have more duties, just making sure that everything is topped off around the park, including we have a poop bag station for your dogs, which is right here at our camp host site. It'll be different in different parks. I've seen some parks have multiple stations around the park. We only have this one station, so it's super convenient for me to be able to just check it and make sure that we're all topped off on them. If not, we'll go to the ranger's office and grab some more bags. We do have a firewood station. You are able to come at your own leisure and come and get firewood. We have a drop box here. Along with that in the park, there are bathrooms and showers. I don't check them all day long, but I do walk around the entire park several times a day just to make sure that all the campers are okay, they don't have any questions or issues getting into their spot, or if somebody else is in their spot. Dane County doesn't require you to check in necessarily, but sometimes people just need a little help when it comes to getting into their spot or not knowing where they need to be. You guys saw in our previous video, there is potable water and a dump station here as well. And so it's just directing everyone to make sure they know where that is. Okay, so is this considered work camping and do I get paid? So the first thing is, yes, this is considered work camping. We do not get paid, at least not in this instance. This is a fair trade with this county. To be a camp host, you are just volunteering your hours and your time. They gave us t-shirts and they give us a spot to be able to stay for the entire month or however long they need you at each park. With that being said, it's not the same for every campground or for every county that you stay at. So the campground that we're at right now, which is Mendota County Park, there is not full hookup at the camp hosting site, which you guys may have seen in our previous video. We do have sewer and electric though. So we have a 100-gallon water bladder, which ends up working out pretty well. But most of the time you'll be in a full hookup site, which is a nice offset. So you volunteer some time and they give you somewhere to stay for the duration that you're here. So basically why I became a camp host was we were at another one of Dane County's parks talking to the camp host there about how we love meeting people on the road. We love being able to socialize and hear everybody's adventures and where they're going and what they're doing. But it's hard when we're in spots for a couple of months. Sometimes we have fast travel, but fast for us with 3 kids looks more like at least 3 weeks to 1 month. And that doesn't look like that for everybody, which is okay. But this county particularly was in need of camp hosts for this summer. So I highly recommend whatever county you're staying in, reaching out to them. Sometimes on the county websites, there's a link for camp hosts and any information they have in regards to what you're going to need to apply. And they do Dane County ran a background check, and I had to fill out an application form and have an interview with the head ranger to be able to accept this position. But we're here for 3 months and they needed us at 3 different campgrounds for the 3 months. In my instance, we don't really have a ton of like in charge type things. You know, I'm not kicking anybody out. You know, I make sure people are in the right spots, but I'm really just the eyes and ears for the park attendants and for the rangers. And so when there is a situation that arises, then I just call them and they come and handle it.
That's awesome.
Dude, I can see why there's such a big hype over these.
That is really cool. That worked good.
And it only took, what, a minute?
Yeah, now I gotta put logs on it.
Take that. Nice.
Oh. About time.
Bye.
Don't even.
Hello.
Oh no! Look at what you did. Don't be cheating.
Oh!
All right, the people want to know why we don't have video of you at your work.
All right, so I actually work in healthcare, so I can't show too much about what I do, but I can tell you that I work for a medical device company, and I am responsible for going to different hospitals throughout the country. When I'm actually on duty, I have to travel to a hospital every single day and cover that facility. Typically, I'm the fixer, so when somebody needs training, or we're starting up a new account, or we have to let somebody go for some reason, I'll be the one that comes in and kind of facilitates a lot of that.
So you're not a traveling nurse.
I know most people assume that I'm a traveling nurse just because of
It's
when
the scrubs, guys.
when I tell them that I'm in healthcare, that's the first thought in relation to full-time RV travel. But there are other jobs out there that align with full-time RV travel. Now, again, it's more along that nursing path where it would be like a 3-month ordeal. And there's a bunch of companies out there, especially medical device companies, that have floating positions open. They're always looking for people that are willing to do 100% travel. It's like one of the first questions they ask you when you're looking to apply for a medical device company is, are you willing to travel? And if you tell them, hey, I'm actually looking to only travel, you may have a really good reaction. They may end up putting you in a different position, maybe a better position.
So how long are we normally at accounts for?
So, like I said before, it's typically about 3 months, but It can vary. Sometimes I may have to fly out for just a week. You know, if I have to go halfway across the country and I'm only going to be there for a week, there's no point in dragging the whole camper and family out there. So I'll just fly out, leave Casey and the kids. But if it's a longer stint, then we're likely traveling at least up to this point.
So what do you do in between needing to be at accounts? Like our dead time?
So that's a great question. So in between, I do paperwork, get on meetings, working from a desk, like a lot of remote workers do. My corporation that I work for is very Microsoft Teams friendly. So a lot of things end up getting done over Teams anyway. And it makes it really, really easy for me to do my job from anywhere.
We're cleaning this out, guys.
Cleaning out the basement. We kind of just threw everything in here when we first moved into this camper and said we'd get to it later. And here we are almost a month later now, and we're getting to it now.
We made it to later.
Yep, so we're trying to multitask and do the whole clean out and also talk to you about work camping. And this is a skill that requires some practice. We are still working on it.
Another great tip is to look on Facebook. There are a ton of work camping groups on Facebook that places are constantly posting that they need someone, or you can post that, hey, I'm going into this area. Is there anything available for work camping, or does anyone know of anything? And the community is so welcoming and great with keeping everybody in the loop of when positions are open and when everybody can benefit.
I think the answer here is that you really are looking for not a single stream of income. Really, for us, what works best is having the work camping gig and then also having my corporate gig to have the benefits and nice, comfy salary from a corporate job. And so, you know, doing both of those together and then now also adding on the YouTube perspective of it, you know, one, it keeps us busy and active, and it also is almost fail-proofing us from running into issues monetarily while traveling. It's very expensive these days to travel. Fuel prices are high. It's expensive to purchase a rig. It's expensive to purchase a truck. You need to have more than one plan in place for sure to generate income. You can't just rely on one source. Work camping is a great option to add to your toolbox for revenue generating income while out on the road. I think a big misconception is that you're going to save money while out on the road. And while you can do that, you need to have ways to generate income as well, especially when you have 3 kids and 2 dogs. It's a lot of mouths to feed. And so regardless, your budget doesn't change a whole lot. And no matter how you look at it, you still have campground fees, you have fuel, and it all adds up. And the quicker you move, the more expensive that it is.
All right, we want to hear your tips and tricks in the comments on generating income on the road and saving money.
I'll put the water hoses here. I need to get a smaller water hose that leads from our water filtration up into the actual connection, because that is 25 feet and it's way too long. It's nice to have the extra length sometimes, but most of the time you don't need that. Take it all back out again.
Oh, spit water at you.
Unfortunately, this is like the not so fun part of RV life. At least in my opinion. Some people are really obsessed with organizing. And I like my things organized, but I don't always like to do it.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, as I get older. All right, so we're all organized. We got it mostly done. This is the end of the video. If you found this informational, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below telling us what you do for remote work and saving money on the road. And then I'm also going to leave some information in the description about some other resources for remote work and work camping, all of that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. And next week, you definitely want to stop in because
You'll get a little insight on what it's like to be a family of 5 on the road when one of our children still goes and visits his mom in another state.
Yep. Stop back next week, guys. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.